Today in this video I want to talk about bamboo barriers, and I do have a small series of videos or playlist on growing this moso bamboo in this bamboo patch here. I've been growing it for a couple of years. Now there's mostly moso bamboo in here, but there is also incense bamboo, vivax, and red margin. Mostly what you're seeing in the patch is, in the background here, is the moso. Go ahead and pan up to that. So you can see that it's quite large. It's grown to 12 feet tall, and that's actually only after its third year. I have a whole bunch of videos that leads up to that point. You can follow the progress if you want to click the playlist in the link below in the description. But mostly I want to talk about here in this video real quick is the bamboo barrier that I put in here. So this bamboo barrier is 60 mil thick plastic, and this is not the type of plastic that cracks up over time. This will last, at least according to the website that I got it from, about 100 years. And this is a 24-inch wide piece of plastic, and it varies in height. I did use an 18-inch deep trencher, but it actually sits in some cases about 20 inches deep. So between 18 and 20 inches deep, and the top part's basically between 4 and 6 inches above the ground. But that part doesn't matter. So whatever type of bamboo barrier that you put in, whether you use concrete or pretty much anything to stop the bamboo rhizomes from growing out into an area where you don't want it to grow, all you really have to do is pile up dirt on the other side of the barrier, or mulch or wood chips or anything like that. If you pile it up high enough to the barrier where it's just at the top of the barrier, it doesn't matter how high the barrier is actually sticking up from the other side, because the roots are only going to grow about a foot deep in the ground, and it also depends on the soil makeup that you have. So if you have really heavy, dense clay soil, the roots aren't going to go very deep to begin with, so you don't really need too deep of a barrier. But to be safe, you probably want to go at least 18 inches deep. So basically this video is about being responsible. So if you want to plant running bamboo, you can expect it to grow very quickly and spread like crazy. And it's going to grow in areas you probably don't want it to grow in. Neighbors' yards, things like that. So if you are growing running bamboo, you probably want to put a barrier in eventually. Otherwise it's going to grow out of control, and it's going to be a lot harder to control once it does spread. Although there is some other methods you can use. You can basically cut the rhizomes. So if you didn't have a barrier, you can stick a long shovel into the ground and just cut the rhizomes. And as long as you cut your grass, the rhizome that grows underneath that you can't see will eventually die, because it won't have any energy to put up new shoots. So there is other methods you can do, but this one here, plastic, is going to last a lot longer than something like pouring in concrete, or if you wanted to just dig a trench and fill it with gravel or mulch and then check it every year. This is a lot easier, just to get a simple trencher, a small one you get from a big box store, and then just drop this plastic barrier and then just backfill it. And then you won't have to worry about anything growing out from the other side at all. And this wasn't that expensive. I will leave a link in the description below if you want this particular barrier. I believe this came from a website called Lewis Bamboo. So if you want to get the bamboo from there, you can too. They have a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good information. That's pretty much what they do for a living for a long time. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.